Crunchyroll can't keep getting away with this. And what am I talking about? It's the fact that you can't find anime on their site. And I really want to highlight just how this has been a long issue. And I still get people like commenting like, "Bro, I can't find the show on Crunchyroll." It is on Crunchyroll, but Crunchyroll is so god awful. They don't know how to properly like advertise their things. You can see up here, you got your popular tab, which shows the most popular shows airing. Simulcast, okay, cool, like all the new stuff. And you would think, okay, simulcast, this just shows all the new stuff airing. That's great. But there's this tab. The first one people are going to see new. And this is what they've said they've updated in the last 24 hours. All shows from the last season. Now, I think this is dub releases of stuff. But either way, this is true. Golden Kamuy should be there because a new episode of Golden Kamuy aired. But here's the thing. I'm recording this on the 5th, which is the day the new episode of My Hero Academia released. My Hero Academia released today. Now, does this show like, oh, we just updated this today? No, they didn't. Look at this. Season 2's here. There's a Season 2 episode, but for some fucking reason, unlike in their new category, where they will say like the rough estimate of when things have been released, they don't do that in their simulcast. And for some reason, all last year, they made this change. I don't know why they made this change, but all of the new stuff, there's just no rhyme or reason. I do think having a simulcast season tab where it shows the new simulcast shit with all release times is a valuable tab. But why is it not? I remember when I first started using Crunchyroll many moons ago, they always had everything in the new category. And the worst part too is you'll have sites like HIDIVE, fraction of the size. And you want to know what's great? When they say shit's going to be up, shit's going to be up. The best part too, when they announce their thing, they always make sure they immediately tell you what time it's coming out. So I know come January 10th, Reincarnated as a Dragon Hatchling's coming out at 8 a.m. EST. Now, Crunchyroll kind of does this. Kind of. So if you go to their things, some of these things beforehand do get it. So Jujutsu Kaisen, they're saying, hey, January 8th, 9 a.m. And every season, Crunchyroll does have these sites up. This is partially how I learn when things are coming out. The issue is they don't do it for everything. Now, a couple of shows, maybe they don't know when they're getting the material. I get it. Like, that's fine. HIDIVE, since their creation, has always before a show started told me what time something is coming out. Crunchyroll typically updates this the day or two after it first airs. Now, like I said, JJK is a unique beast here. But as you can see, okay, Fire Force they know, and Hell's Paradise. So some of these they do know. Maybe it is just a case that they have so much anime coming in material they don't know. It could be. And if it was just this, I'd let it slide, and why I have let it slide for a long time. But when fucking HIDIVE, a fraction of the size they've never missed the mark on when, and if something gets delayed, when you go to the actual page for the anime, they will update it saying when it is. Like, here's the thing, right? If you were here and say we were waiting for Episode 9. Episode 9 right on this page would actually show you that it comes out December 15th, whatever. I'm just using an example. Crunchyroll doesn't do that. Like, sometimes they do this, I will say. Now, they have started doing this more, where, like, but the unfortunate thing, they haven't even updated this. It is the 5th. You should say, new episode out now. It doesn't make fucking sense. Okay, so I go to Noble Reincarnation. There's no, hey, new episodes every Sunday, which that's when it comes out. It's super unfortunate that the biggest anime streaming platform doesn't have basic functionality that the smallest streaming platform does. So every season, sometimes I get these comments, where do you watch shows? And it's super annoying because you can go to sites like LiveChart or My Anime List, and it will always show you where everything is airing, right? So you can see Crunchyroll. Let's get a non-Crunchyroll show. Everything's fucking Crunchyroll, but you get my point, right? If it's Amazon, it'll show you. And My Anime List does the same thing. Those are slightly annoying, but when people are unironically asking me like, hey, like, I thought this is on Crunchyroll, I don't even blame them because people will naturally go to the new tab, and the new tab doesn't even fill in the fucking shit. you have to go to simulcast, and the simulcast doesn't even necessarily say, it just says, oh, these are the new shows they're going to be doing, but it doesn't look like anything's come out, right? You have, in order for legal streaming to be worth it for your average consumer, it has to be reasonably priced and more convenient than piracy. Crunchyroll is no longer reasonably priced for the service they give, in my opinion, nor is it more convenient. I can go to my sites, which I'm not going to highlight because I don't need them shut down, and I know damn well I'm going to find things in an orderly fashion. Torrents are going to be listed when they should, on time, every time. It is insane that Crunchyroll still gets away with this shit. I don't get it. Like, in order for me to know, so I do a combination of shit to know when things are coming out. So in a new season coming out, right? My preference, I set everything to English. My time zone, the fuck? There we go. Jesus Christ, it was an auto. It was on the wrong one. Anyway, I set my time zone to be my own time zone. And it's really about it. That's all you need to really do for a site like LiveChart. And then here we go. Now when I look at this, because naturally what happens on sites like LiveChart or My Anime List is what you'll see is the Japanese airtime. So often you might see this as like January 17th because actually it's airing a day later in Japan, but for us. So I set this to be as accurate as possible. And I know roughly when it says 9 a.m. EST, that means anywhere from 1 to 3 hours is when it will be up on Crunchyroll, because that's usually the window. Now, some shows, so as an example, Hell's Paradise 2 is saying it's airing at 9:45 a.m. on January 11th, right? So PT, so that's 3 hours ahead, so it's actually 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's actually only a 30-minute different window. But in general, like, Free Run's probably coming out around 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, but you get my point, right? So I do a little, I don't do magic. It's very easy to do what I do to figure out when things come out, but your average person's not going to do this. I do it for creation point of view. If I'm the average person and I go to my new tab and My Hero's not up there, well, I guess I'm not watching My Hero this week. I'll go watch something else, and maybe I'll double up next week. But like, you get my point. Like, you're a paid service. You should be better than this. I don't get why they aren't. It's really super fucking annoying. And I don't even, like, often I will blame people because people refuse to do, like, basic research. They'll just be like, where do you watch the show? It's like, bro, Google will give you the answer of where to watch the show. You want to know what I do when I don't know where to find something streaming? I go to Google. Where do I watch insert movie, Canada streaming? And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then I go to that app. But this is not a case of anime fans being lazy. It's the fact that Crunchyroll has gotten worse as a site. And, like, I've clearly burnt bridges with Crunchyroll, right? Like, Crunchyroll will never work with me, and that's fine. I don't really give a fuck. Back in the day, I would have liked that, but the site is not good. It's bad. It's garbage. And if you're going to have a simulcast tab, you also can't neglect the new tab. The new tab is where everyone will naturally... It's like if you click your subscription tab on YouTube, you expect to see your subscriptions in chronological order, which you do. Unfortunately, YouTube makes the home tab the most valuable tab on YouTube, which isn't your subscriptions in chronological order. It's recommendations and everything like that. But the subscription tab has always worked. That's the only tab I use on YouTube, and I never miss videos that I want to watch. Crunchyroll is doing the YouTube bullshit, but they don't give you the tab that properly works, and I don't get it. It's fucking annoying. Don't like it. It needs to stop. First world problems, but guess what? First world country, so I'm going to complain about some first world problems from time to time. Damn it. Crunchyroll, fix your shit. I love everyone else.